They say most people don't even remember 99% of the dreams they ever even had. Cause dream chasers, we're the exception. And all y'all niggas look mad, stressed, but let me make niggas mad. Yeah, next time I grab, I'ma grab. Yeah, I might go with guy with a black, but the time nigga how to do, try to get that. Yeah, we not no carnival. Got better for the 25K. Broke down like a body to me. Y'all niggas get money. In a bed. Never looking like father to me. And I don't know no lie, little like 100 bad bitches getting all with me. Get them all for free. Started with a good ass hard. And now I got a lot of cars. If a nigga talk before I got a car. And everybody talking money, but they ain't showing them and let the car. And all I do is count money for pretty ass hoes in the car. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you don't have to call me like right now if you're busy.
You know, I'll stop the world for you.
Okay, well, I have this order I'm working on, and I remember we were talking like a couple weeks back, and we were talking about like pricing, like profit margins, and I wrote notes down, but I think like, well, when you were speaking, you always speak so fluid, but I think I wasn't able to like write fast enough. But basically, I'm confused where you said that okay, you have your cost to rebuy, your cost to manufacture, or production, and then you add in your profit and then your labor, and then you said your material cost, and then like whatever that is, and you gave me like a basic example of like 25 cents, and then you said you're selling retail for $1, and then you have your cost to make is an additional 25 cents, and then that would yield your gross profit to be 75 cents and then your net profit to be 50 cents. But I don't know if I missed something because, like, okay, so the material cost and the cost to make, those aren't synonymous. Like the cost to make is like just the labor.
Okay, so the cost to make, the cost to make includes both the cost of the materials plus the intrinsic value of the labor. So, if I hit my jeweler up and I tell him I want a chain, you know what I'm saying? I want a diamond chain, Cuban link bust down. He's going to charge me based on the cost to achieve the materials, the cost to acquire the materials, which would be the gold and the diamonds, whatever that comes out to, plus his added labor, which is his expertise. His years of experience in making and manufacturing the actual gold and forming it and molding it into the shape that I would like it to be. So that's an extra cost, and the total so the cost of labor, which is his expertise and skill, plus the cost of the materials equal the cost to make. Are you following?
Not really.
Not really?
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, but okay, so then it's like, okay, so the material cost is just the raw material. So material. in my instance, it's herb, like tea, not like that type of herb. Okay. I'm purchasing tea, so I mean the herbs to make the tea because I blend it, my way, but I have to purchase the raw herbs by themselves. So you're saying it's that cost plus the cost to make, so it would be that plus.
Well, whatever the cost is to you. So if you're not, are you making these things, or are you?
Well, I'm purchasing it from I purchase the herbs wholesale, but then I manufacture the blend myself. They don't blend it for me because it's my own personal formulation. But I do have to purchase the actual herbs from them wholesale.
Okay. So your costs would be less to produce, rather than if you were doing everything by yourself. You're just mainly doing the blending aspect.
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever you value that to be, like how many kilowatts of
Well, I mean,
electricity that takes
they
up.
have like their pricing, so I'm basing the pricing off of how much they're charging me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're charging me $25 for 16 ounces.
25, 16.
And then I'm breaking everything down into 1 ounce sizes that I sell for $3 per ounce.
Okay, so you resell for break down to $3. Okay.
Okay, and then so when I got down to the part where it's the cost to make, I further broke that down because I have to factor in the other. Well, I guess that would be material cost because it's like the label and then like the package.
How much
So
does
that
each ounce
would
cost you?
be. What'd you say?
How much does each ounce cost you?
Well, so was it 16? Was that be 16 divided by 25? What would be? Well, we at 25 for 16 ounces, so I don't know, what would that be?
So say 25 divided by 16. That should give you $1.56
So it's
per ounce.
$1.56 per ounce. Okay, so that's how much that's costing me from the wholesaler.
Okay. And then what's next?
And then like the label and then the package. Those are separate material costs.
The label.
So the label, so okay, like I said, because I was like trying to break this down. The printable, well, okay, I'm gonna bore you with the details. So the printable paper that I purchased, I think I get like 10 sheets for $10, like $1 a page basically. And I believe I yield like 4 labels per page. So I was guesstimating like, okay, that'd be 25 cents per label. If I'm gonna get 4 labels out of 1 page.
Is that accurate?
So I was, like I don't know. I have to go back and look at the numbers. I was just trying to like do it in my head when I was looking over the stuff right here, but I'm pretty sure like with the sizing that I have, I think it is like I get like 4 labels per page. I think because like the way the system, like I have one of those Cricut machines. You probably don't know what that is, but basically the way like their software is set up, it's supposed to be like non-wasteful, but I kind of don't really like it. I kind of wish I had went a different route, but it's the route that I have now. But I feel like the way they line up the labels, I believe I'm only able to yield 4. I think I probably could get more if like I made them smaller, but I was worried about the font not being legible. So I'm comfortable with that. I just I'm pretty sure it's like 4 labels per page. So I was just guessing like, okay, it's 25 cents a label, just to kind of make it like easier.
Okay, I want to rewind back to the herbs. So the herbs cost you $25 for 16 ounces.
Correct.
And then you're reselling 1 ounce for $3. Your cost of each ounce is going to be $1.56 per ounce.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go like in sections. So let's do the cost of the herbs first.
Okay.
And then we'll do the cost of the labels, and then the cost of like the other, like the containers or something.
Yeah, the container, yeah, the package.
Labels and then containers, and then we'll add it all up together at the end.
Okay.
All right. So, what do we need to figure out for the herbs? We have the cost, what it costs you per ounce. So, do you need to know your profit or your gross profit?
Well, if I'm doing $3 an ounce, so that'd be 3 times 16. So that would be 48, right?
Okay, I want to do it individually, then we'll go from there. So what I'm saying is, like if you just make one sale.
Okay, so 3, then the what, 3 minus the $1.56?
Right, I'm getting 144.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that's gross profit of $1.44 per sale. Are you selling these things in bulk?
No, I sell it in 2-ounce increments, 4-ounce increments, and then 8 ounces, and then I do in 1 pound. So 16 ounces.
Okay, so gross
But I'm working on the order I have, it's 24 orders of 2 ounces.
24 orders of 2 ounces. What does that mean?
Well, I have to make 24 individual 2-ounce servings.
You have to make 24 individual 2-ounce servings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
because there's 24 people at yeah,
so
24 orders.
So that's 48 ounces. Is that 48 ounces total?
Yeah.
Per order? Okay. Is this like a demand, like an order request?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So no wonder you gotta jump on this thing.
Yeah, that's why I was like trying to go over this now. And I don't keep a lot of like, inventory in hand for obvious reasons. I don't have like the space, and plus I just prefer to like make everything, as fresh as possible. So I normally don't purchase like a lot of things until like I know I have like an order, and then I'll go and get whatever things I need. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure this out now.
I have you at a gross profit of $1.44 per 1 ounce sale, but you're selling that 1 ounce, and so multiply that by 2, and then that's $2.88 per 2 package for 2 ounce. $2.88 per 2 ounce. And is this math that you have to figure out for this specific order?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it'll probably carry over for the future, but yeah, specifically for right now.
Okay. And then times that by 24, and then your gross profit should be 69.12. Is that making sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking my gross profit was 48. I was getting this all mixed up. Here, Kaka, don't make a mess, please. Why did you do that? Oh my gosh. Get up here.
So I got gross profit equals $69.12 per 24 order. For the 24 order.
Okay.
24 for the 2 ounce 24 order.
Okay. And that's just for the herb. I mean, duh.
Right. That's only just for
okay. So gross profit is 69.12. Okay. And then so the net profit is subtracting all of the expenses, right?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we did this wrong.
But you say you're kind of breaking up.
I'm wondering if we were doing this right. There's gross revenue, and then there's gross profit, and then there's your net profit. So if you were selling cost of each ounce. So if you're selling each ounce for $3 and you have 2 ounce increments, that's 6 times 24, I believe. Maybe I'm getting mixed up myself. Um,
Well, I mean,
$3. Okay, so six.
normally, well, I'm trying like not to confuse you because I was confusing myself when I was doing this. This is like a template that I was considering doing something. How do I say this? Let me not confuse you. Okay. Can you get down, please? I'm trying to think. No, let me just do what I was originally going to do because I don't think that's going to work. Okay, so what I normally do is, how do I explain this? Okay, Klein, get down, please. I was trying to simplify this. So I was only going to utilize just one herb so I could kind of figure out the cost overall. But in reality, what I end up doing is I have to purchase multiple herbs. So I'm really going to be purchasing 16 ounces of like multiple herbs. And then after I blend everything, the actual charge that I charge for 2 ounces of like the finished product is, I think it's $12.95 for 2 ounces. But I was like confusing myself too much when I was doing that. So I wanted to make it simplified. So I wanted to just use one herb and then like 1 ounce price, like a 1 ounce size instead of like trying to factor in like the other stuff. Cause I was really confusing myself trying to add in like multiple materials. It was like confusing me way too much. So I tried to simplify this.
So let's start over and then
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll start fresh and then
Okay.
we'll just use the 1 ounce. We'll just go based off the 1 ounce. And we'll do the overall plan first. We'll pretend like the order doesn't exist, and then we'll factor in what the order is making you and all that stuff after we do the overall cost of everything. Yes. Sometimes it's hard to do these things when you don't have physical stuff in front of you to like play with.
Well, I mean, like when you first explained it to me the first time when I was writing notes, like you were so fluid with it. But then I was like, how come like, and I felt like I understood at the time when I went back to do it myself and I was looking at my notes. I'm like, am I missing something, or like did I not write something down, or wrote something down like incorrectly? I was just like confusing myself. Okay, sit down.
Now that book, I think it was like Mother or something. It was like a retail.
Yeah, the
PDF.
I have it here. Yeah. The retail.
Was that helping at all?
Get retail ready.
Yeah, retail ready.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is in a sense. I know it's like she says that. I think there's a part 2 where she like goes into more detail, and I haven't like purchased that yet. But I mean, like, the way she broke it down, where she says like your wholesale price times 2.2 your profit, that equals your retail price, and then it's like she says like with her. She says the common mistake is that people go backwards. Like, you don't try to figure out your cost by basing it off of your retail. You have to base it off of your actual, like, the cost, like your what did she say? Like your material, like your actual true cost. And
right.
Then you to get your profit, you multiply that by 2.5. Which would yield your wholesale price, and then you take that wholesale price, you multiply that times 2.5, and that would yield your retail price.
Right.
So I feel like it does help because I didn't really understand that, and I'm still trying to learn that. But because she breaks it down like between your labor, your raw materials, your shipping costs, labels, hashtags, cards, like product packaging, so like all that stuff is like factored in. But that's when it kind of gets a little like confusing when you're trying to like figure something out.
What's our goal right now?
What'd you say?
What's our goal right now?
I just want to make sure that, well, I mean, for one, I want to complete the order on time, and I want to make sure that I order a sufficient amount to complete it, but not like have too much left over because I don't want it to go to waste. And then I want to make sure that I'm like being like, conservative and not, being wasteful of anything like paper or whatever, and then like obviously my time. But then like I want my customers to be happy. I want them to enjoy like.
Because these items are perishable.
What do you say?
These are perishable items?
No, because it's loose leaf tea, so it's not. I mean, like it does have an expiration date, but it's not like perishable that needs to get refrigerated. But they'll be able to have it for like a few months, like up to 6 months. But people who drink tea often they probably will use it pretty quickly within like a couple months or so.
Okay, so what we want is we're trying to figure out accurate projections. And then we want to give you a template that's solid that you'll be able to rely off of for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So that you don't have to worry about all the little nitty gritty things again. And then there's also the cost to rebuy your product. So you have to be making enough profit in order to do the same thing again. And what happens with that? It costs to do the same thing again. So what are your costs to rebuy? So let's just evaluate the whole process. We'll go from herbs first because that's what the product is, right? And then we'll do labels next.
Labels, yes.
Or should we do containers next?
And then the package.
Okay, the package. So the package is a container?
A container. Well, it's a stand-up pouch.
Oh, so it's a pouch. Okay. So the cost of your pouch, the cost of your label, and the cost of the herb.
Yes.
Okay, so write that down. True cost. Herb. And then we'll go. Labels, and then we'll go pouch. Is that a recyclable pouch?
It is, but actually I plan to in the near future. I want to switch over to like all plantable paper to where after they're finished they can actually plant the paper. Like what I do now is I just attach like a piece of the plantable paper to it so I can kind of like have like a little indoor plant like they can grow. Kind of like, just to, I mean I have like a write-up that I send to each customer so they know like the directions and the intention behind it. But in the future, I actually want the entire line to be all printable paper so they don't have to waste any of it. So yeah, it is eco-friendly now, but I want to switch over to the actual printable paper. But to answer your question, yes. Yeah, it is eco-friendly.
I feel like that's dope.
Yes, love. Okay.
Okay, so.
Okay.
So it costs you $25 to get 16 ounces.
This is about to die. I have to charge it. You have to watch your count. And mommy's working right now. I need you to be quiet, please. Okay. Here, take this and go over there, please.
So is 16 ounces the lowest you can buy in bulk?
That's the highest bulk.
What's the highest bulk amount? So a pound of tea is $25.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the ladies' room. I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna tell these boys to quiet down. Boys, can you quiet down, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, get in the room. You need to lay down. Thank you. Yeah. I'm like teaching you to dab. What the heck? Kids. Hello, sorry. Lay down, please.
You gonna crack me up.
Shh. Be quiet. Okay, sorry.
You gonna crack me up, Aya.
What?
About the dab situation.
Because she was dabbing. I was like, you're teaching her to, because they're like, Kai, dab. And then she did it. I was like, really?
Oh shit.
Yes. I was like, and then she was like doing it, like walking in the room. I'm like, you're too much. I'm just like, kids these days. Little 2-year-old tough.
Hold on. Give me a little bit of silence for a second.
Take your time.
Okay, ready, Aya?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So we're for herbs. We're on herbs. Step 1.
Okay.
So I have here that, and then just confirm if like everything's correct. But I have here 1 pound of loose leaf tea equals $25. I put down 64 ounces of loose leaf tea is $100. That's what it cost you. You're reselling every ounce for $3.
Mm-hmm.
Every ounce costs you $1.56. And to achieve that number, I divided $25 divided by 16 ounces.
$1.56 per ounce.
Correct. So 1 ounce, when you sell that 1 ounce, it cash flows you $3, but profits you $1.44.
Okay.
So you're not making enough to rebuy to afford. You're not breaking even on your 1 ounce.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think I have to increase my prices.
Yeah, because
which I didn't really want to do, but
you're not breaking even by 12 cents. So you're negative 12 cents.
okay.
So you will have to raise your prices not only to break even, but you want to profit. You actually want some real profit. And you want to be making enough to rebuy everything. You want your business to cover its own costs, basically. So what we do is we'll climb up 12 cents just so we're breaking even, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So how do you either lower your costs or profit enough to break even? Because we have to make up for that 12-cent loss.
Either I have to find a different source for my materials, or I have to increase my prices. One of the two, or both.
Or both at the same time. And you're also paying taxes, right, on the purchase?
No, because I have my tax permit, my resale license.
Also, that clears you of taxes?
Yeah, they don't charge any. I don't have to pay taxes on. I mean, like, you mean not business tax? You mean like?
I mean, like purchase taxes, like regular.
No, I don't have to pay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, cause the my use tax permit basically covers that, or like I'm like exempt from that, basically.
Okay, so it's a non-factor.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's dope. Okay, cool. So that's easy. So now all we have to do is basically just worry about how we're going to make up for that 12-cent deficit before we proceed with anything. So you won't be able to. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, I know with this particular order and with time being of the essence, I don't know if it would be the wisest thing for me to try to source another wholesaler right now, because I know I have an order due on the 29th. An order, so so I'm guessing like.
What we'll do is we'll readjust after the order, the successful shipment of the order. We'll like reassess everything and play with what we need to do. So if you can't find a different source, then so they've already put this order in, so they've already paid for it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically just have to take a loss on this one. happens. You know, sometimes you have to do that in business early. It's good to do it as early as possible so that you learn later on.
Yeah.
So with this order, you would be losing 12 cents per ounce
Hmm.
going through with this order. So
Okay. Wait, are you finished? Okay.
that's called profiting in experience.
You said profiting in experience?
Profiting in experience.
Profiting in experience.
Yeah, so this
Yeah,
order,
that makes sense.
yeah, you don't profit
Profiting
in dollars
in
this time. Yeah, but you profit with greater knowledge
Mm-hmm.
of the future.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. I wrote that at the top so that we don't forget that this is a loss, but it's a gain, you know, intrinsically, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 ounce will cash flow you $3, but profits you $1.44. The cost to make. So I'm looking at your process now. Like, what is the cost of the raw materials plus the cost of labor? So we have the cost of raw materials. Is there anything that we didn't get to?
Are you finished? Kind. Are you finished? Or are you trying to delay the inevitable? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm listening.
What's your process again? So what do you do yourself with the pound of loose leaf tea?
Well, I have to purchase each individual herb separately, and then I blend it to the specifications of like whatever.
Okay, slow down.
Yeah.
Purchase each type of herb.
Each separate herb. So it's like I purchase rosemary, lavender, chamomile, like everything is purchased separately. And then I blend them according to like whichever recipe I'm following, whichever tea is ordered.
So
like I order all the supplies I need, and then I blend, blend everything together to make the
How many different types of herbs do you use?
Come in here. What'd you say?
How many different types of herbs do you use?
It varies. I mean, it just depends on which tea I'm using. So it could be it could be 7 herbs for one, but this particular one yields 11 different herbs.
So are you buying like so how does that work in terms of your cost? If you're buying 11 different herbs for this order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just got a text. 11 different herbs. If you're buying 11 different herbs, how does that work out in terms of cost? Are you buying like 1 pound of each of the herbs, or are you buying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I purchase 1 pound of each.
So 25 times 11.
Well, to keep it simple, yeah, but actually they all cost different prices. Like, here's my paper. So, like, for example, so St. John's wort, it's for the pound, it's $11.50 for 16 ounces. The peppermint, it's on sale right now. It's $9.75 for 16 ounces.
So then what we have to do is figure out the individual pricing for each of the herbs that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so they're all in a pound though, right? Like it'll be like the
peppermint I purchase everything in a pound normally.
Everything. Oh wow, you're a kingpin, a queenpin.
Well, I mean, it makes no sense.
So let's do that and work totally on this order since we know that it's a loss, but we'll do the order and then we'll do, the what matters most is the future true costs of the business.
Mhm.
So, can you begin by telling me the names of the different herbs?
Okay, the first one is St. John's wort.
How's wort spelled?
WORT.
WOT. How much does that cost?
That is $11.50
Per what?
per pound, 16 ounces.
All right, next herb.
The next herb, it is the Eleuthero. It's ELEU. T as in Tom, H as in heaven, ERO. And that's root, Eleuthero root.
What's the cost per pound?
That is $8.50 a pound.
Okay, what's the next herb?
The next one is Gotu Kola, and that's GOTU, Kola with a KOLA.
I totally put a C, but I'm making it work into a K. KOLE?
Yeah, KOLA.
Gotu Kola. How much per pound?
That one is. I write that down. I didn't write that one down. Hold on, let me look it up. I wrote that one down. Oh, that one was out of stock, so I actually didn't even know how much they charged for it because on the site it's out of stock, and if they have a product out of stock, they don't even release the pricing. I think that's why I forgot to omit that one. Actually, 4 herbs were out of stock, so I'm gonna have to find their replacement.
Oh, so you'll find replacements.
Yeah, because sometimes it happens where I have to kind of like do other things and go other places, or I even sometimes have had to purchase things retail because like I literally just couldn't find it anywhere. Like it was just like, I don't know, hard to come by, or they just ran out or whatever. So yeah, so the Gotu Kola, the Foti, the oat straw, and the Srizandra, those are all out of stock. But
okay, tell
I
me
just
the
wrote down
names
the
again
prices
anyway.
for the stuff that is in stock.
Okay, go down the go in order of the herbs anyway, so that I can so I know which ones are out of stock for me. So we're at Gotu Kola, and I'll just leave.
So the Gotu Kola is out of stock.
Alright, so the next one.
The next one is peppermint.
Okay, I should know how to spell that.
Yeah, peppermint. And that's $9.75 for the 16 ounces, and that's actually on sale. Sometimes we'll have sales, so that's not the normal price of it, but it's on sale right now.
Per pound. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one is spearmint, and spearmint.
Okay, so spear like a spear like warrior spear. Okay.
Yeah, spear and then mint, like a mint.
Okay, what's the cost?
That one's $8 for the pound, which is also on sale. But
okay, what's number 6?
The number 6 is the Ginkgo biloba. So GINKGO biloba, BILOBA.
Okay.
And that's $12.50 for the pound.
The name like that ain't on sale.
No.
Ginkgo biloba. Okay. Number 7.
Number 7 is FOTI, FO-TI, and that's out of stock.
Okay. 8.
Sri Zandra, which is SCHIZANDRA, and that's out of stock as well.
9.
The next one is Oat Straw, OAT straw, and out of stock.
Okay. 10.
Rosemary. Where did I not write down rosemary? Where did I do? Oh, here, yeah, rosemary. Rosemary is $10 for the pound.
Okay. 11.
Nettle leaf, NETTLE leaf,
Cost.
$13.50.
Why
And
is-
actually, no, I'm sorry. This is 12 ingredients, not 11. But yeah, $13.50
Okay.
for the nettle leaf.
Okay, that's our most expensive one so far.
Okay. Well, actually, the next one is the most expensive. The chamomile. That's $25 an ounce for the pound.
Okay, camel. How do you spell camel? Okay, I got it.
Chamomile.
Oh, okay. Spell that.
CHAMOMILE.
So like Cham O'Mile.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much?
That's $25 a pound.
25 per pound. So $1 per ounce.
No, 25 for pound. Is that what I said?
Yeah. So 25. It's 25 per pound. Oh.
Yeah, 25 per pound.
So let me see.
Here.
Okay. Wow. So that really is 156 per ounce. Okay. So the camel milk. So the numbers that we had before, that we were doing like 1 pound of loose leaf tea will cost 25. That was based off the camel milk.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand. So we're not prepared to finish our due diligence on these herbs until you get the remaining, the ones that are out of stock. So you may have to buy directly from the store to get those, and then that should incur like a tax.
Yeah.
So we're not prepared to complete the due diligence as far as the herbal aspect of it, because you don't have all the pricing yet. So you'll have to go in, secure the I was gonna say secure the bag, secure the go-to cola, the FOTI, the Zandra, the oat straw, and I think that's it. 4 out of stock. Write that down. 4 out of stock.
And now that you're thinking about it, because now that I'm doing everything instead of just basing it off the chamomile, then there's the fruit part that I blend in, which is separate. So
That?
I don't know why. I just, when I was trying to simplify it, that's why I was like, let me not do all that because it's going to be too much. But I guess that's what I have to do. So the fruit part, because I normally do the herbal part first, and then I do the fruit, and then I blend it together. But they're two separate components
the cost of the fruit?
Of the recipe.
What do you know the cost of the fruit?
No, I'd have to. I could find it out. I just have to look them up individually one by one, but I don't want to keep you on
How many
the
different
phone
types of
while I
fruits?
do that.
How many?
I can do it separately.
How many different types of fruits do you use?
There's apple pieces, hibiscus, elderberries, rosehip, pomegranate bits, cornflowers.
Slower, please.
And then I use
apple. I'm still on apple.
Apple pieces.
Okay, apple pieces.
You want to write them down?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So
is that what you're doing?
Apples first, and then what's next after apple?
The apple after that is hibiscus, or hibiscus, Hibiscus.
Okay, what's next?
Elderberries, ELDER, berries.
Okay, what's next?
Then rosehip,
Okay,
then rose petals.
okay, getting sexy.
Pomegranate bits. Then cranberries. Then cornflowers. Then sweet blackberry leaves.
Sweet.
Leaves.
Leads?
Yeah, leaves. LEAVES.
Oh, leaves.
Leaves.
Okay. Sweet blackberry. Why they gotta be black? Why can't they be white?
Because they're only blackberries. And then I have currant. CURRANT.
Yeah.
And then lastly, rooibos. ROOIBOS.
What spell the last one?
ROOOI. B as in boy. O. S as in Sam.
How do you pronounce it?
Rooibos.
Okay, spell it again, please.
ROOIBOS.
BOS. Rooibos. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 types of fruits. 11 fruit types and 12 herbs. Herbal. Wow. Okay. 11 fruits. 12 herbs. Okay, that's a lot. So we'll have to revisit the breaking down the actual costs of what this order is going to cost you, because you're mixing things. And then so what we would do is, so for example, for St. John's wort, it's $11.50 per pound. So we want to know how much does that cost per ounce. The Euthero root, $8.50 per pound. How much does that cost per ounce? The go-to cola, which we don't have a pricing for, how much does that cost per ounce? And we want to continue that all throughout and get the individual cost of each herb per ounce.
Okay.
Because that's what's going into this order.
Per ounce.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So. Yeah. So and then we'll move. You'll take care of that, you know, because I can't, you know, catch that flight yet, you know. Moving on to labels. Break down the label process for me.
Okay. Currently, I just use the Cricut machine, which is like where you can make your own labels.
What's called a what?
Cricut.
Cricut or Cricut?
Cricut. CRICUT.
CRICUT. Cricut machine? Okay.
And so,
what does that do?
After, you know, I had to purchase the machine, the tools and everything, all of that. So now what I normally do is we have to purchase like the paper, so the printable sticker paper that goes on the package. So
Aya, what does the Cricut machine do?
What is it? It basically cuts out the it's just like a cutting machine, and I'm kind of disappointed because I think it was a waste of money. It didn't really do what I thought it did, but I don't know. I'm kind of like stuck with it now,
What
but
did it cost?
I guess it was just a learning experience. So
it's another way to profit.
it's just a cutting machine. So basically, you can print out and cut labels and stickers into various shapes, which really wasn't what I needed, but
and cut.
it's just a cutting machine. Kai, get up there now.
How much did it cost?
It was like $380 something, almost $400. So like $380 something after tax.
Okay.
And then the tools and the cutting and then.
Okay, so
it was probably like maybe $600 with everything, like with the entire kit, and because everything's like a la carte. So you purchase the machine, you purchase everything else separately. So probably like $600 altogether.
So what were the other materials?
Like the ink, not the ink, they have like these pens, like these special pens. You have to purchase the blade, the sharpener. You have to purchase the tool, so it's like on the paper because it's like sticky paper. They have like a pick tool, like a shaving tool, like all these different tools. Like it was like a kit of tools for like I think $15 or something. And then you have to purchase the cutting board or the flat surface cutting board, and then you purchase the paper.
Toolkit was $15. Is that accurate or just kind of like an estimate?
I'm just estimating because honestly, I don't remember. I have to go back and look at everything to give you like accurate.
Okay,
numbers.
Now and then the next were like the paper.
The next is the paper, which is $10 a pack.
Sticky paper. Is that sticky paper?
Yeah, sticky paper.
And can you hear me?
I can hear you. Right. I hear you now.
Alright, it's better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. A lot better, huh? Alright. Sticky.
It's printable sticker paper. But I could technically purchase wholesale, but I'd have to buy it in bulk, and I just haven't been doing it. But it's $10 a pack, plus tax. But I think I received 10 sheets, so it's like $1 something a page, basically, what it breaks down to retail.
$10 a pack. How many sheets do you get per pack?
10, I believe.
10 sheets a pack. $1 per sheet. And how many labels do you get per sheet?
4.
4 labels.
4 back labels, and then I have a front label. So yeah, it's 4 labels per page.
So if you get 4 labels per sheet, how much does one label cost you?
Well, 25 cents.
25 cents. So this is like, so you have to print out 2 labels?
Yeah.
So 2
one
labels.
For the front, one for the back.
So 2 labels cost you 50 cents. That's expensive.
What do you need? Hold on, sorry. Maybe can I make you some? Oh goodness, okay. Alright, yeah, so 50 cents for the 2 labels. I'll just make the pack.
Yeah, 2 labels cost you 50 cents. And it's 2 labels. You use 2 labels per pouch?
Yes.
Alright, so those labels are costing you too much. You're definitely missing out on profits by not buying in bulk. Are the labels like super high quality?
They're nice, but they're not really super high quality now.
Okay, they're definitely costing you too much. So how are you going to reduce the costs of the labels?
I'm gonna have to hire an outside printing company to just print them.
Hire outside printing company to print labels. And you've researched the costs of that process?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a couple companies. I actually went through one of them to get some logos printed. Let me pull it up on my computer. Actually, they were out in LA. I think they're about Century City, and I picked it up. They were called.
You see, just by lowering the price on your your labels, you're now regaining that 12-cent deficit.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to keep everything separate. So we want to have the herbal tea portion cover itself. We want to have the cost of the labels cover itself. We want to have the cost of the pouches cover its own cost. That's the benefit of breaking everything down individually.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely get those costs down. You're taking a major L on this order, but this is good because the future orders is not going to be L's. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is not your first order, is it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so now that we've gotten that straight, we know that each label is currently costing you 25 cents. So each pouch, each combination of labels, because you're doing front and back, right?
Yes.
Front and back cost you 50 cents. How much do you think an outside printing company would charge you for one label?
The only two that I looked up, I used Print Runner. That was one that I went through, and I think what they do is let me look it up really quick because I know that. Klein, what are you doing?
So this is
Stop.
my feet.
Come in here. I'm gonna make peas on. Come here.
What man? This boy
I ordered our logo stickers from them. I ordered 5,000. Let me look how much did they charge me? Pakistan's quality. Okay, here it is. Labels. Full labels. So okay, well if I do, I think I did 500. So it was 5 cents.
5 cents.
What was I thinking? Why did I not? I don't know.
Now, what's the size, the relative size?
Oh, well, sizing. I think that's what it was. That was for 2x2 square, which is what I needed at the time. So it was like, actually, I think I ordered more. I think I ordered like, I don't know. Well, yeah. So for 500, for a 2x2 square rectangle on, actually, I think I had high gloss. So I used the
2
white.
inch by 2 inch?
Yeah, 2 inch by 2 inch. So yeah, for 500, it was 5 cents each. What's wrong? What's wrong? Hunter, you need to go home.
Hunter, don't play rough for her. She's trying to go today. He's trying to grab her.
Okay, don't grab her.
Don't bro, she'll slap me in the back of the head.
Come in here. Because if I have to come in here again for something, you're gonna leave. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
You say yes, Mom.
I need to hear a verbal yes what.
Ma'am.
Thank you. Come in here, kind. Now.
Stop her,
Kind. It's okay. Come right down. Lay down, sweetie. It's okay. Lay down, Mom. It's okay. It's okay, Mom. It's lay down. Okay, so 5 cents.
Yeah, so it cost, so the total order cost you $25?
Yeah, $26.40 printing cost.
What was the extra $1.40 for?
Okay, lay down, please. Yeah, white, full color process. Yeah, yeah, well, cause like when they're displaying the price, the printing cost $26.40, and then underneath that it says only 5 cents each. So. Some breakfast. I'll sit down and get your pizza. So what are you multiplying the 5 cents by the 500 quantity?
Yeah, and I got 25.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where they're getting that $1.40 from. I'm not sure. They're not really showing it here on the breakdown.
Okay. Nick. I mean, I'm the type that I would call them and ask them about that. Even though it's just $1.40, at the end of the day, if you're doing large, mass orders, you want to know things like that.
Yeah.
So you want to always you want to function like a $1 million company, a $10 million, $50 million company, $100 million company. Function like that, and you will see large success. Guaranteed.
Okay.
So the logo stickers are 2 by 2 inch. What's the size of the labels that you're using now?
I think it's 3 by 3.
3 inch by 3 inch.
Yeah. So let me look that up.
Okay, so yeah, it might be safe to say that through this same company, the 3" by 3" it'll be like a 10 cent. It could be like 10 cents per label, so 20 cents for 2 labels.
Yeah, it says 12 cents, 59.40 for 3x3.
Oh, okay. It says 12 cents
Yeah, 12 cents.
per label?
Yes.
Per label. 3 by 3". Okay, so what does that mean? That means that each pouch, as far as the label cost is concerned, is going to cost you 24 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Front and back, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now we've just, ideally, we've just reduced our costs by 50%. If you decide to use Print Runner. So I'm gonna make a note, and I'm gonna say by using Print Runner, you reduce your current cost by 50%.
Here, pick up that thing, please. You're not going to be sorry
Oh,
about
that was
it.
so cute. Can I see that again?
You didn't do anything wrong.
Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Oh, you little. Oh, you're so cute. Everything. Let's call Daddy. Let's call Daddy, mommy.
No, go ahead and leave it. Here. Let it cool off. Just hot right now, okay? Let it blow. Or cool off. Okay, so print.
Thank you, mommy.
You're welcome, Dad. Okay, so Print Runner. 12 cents per label.
Yeah, that's the ideal situation. That's what we want to get to.
First time, so.
Ideal situation.
Okay, Print Runner is 12 cents per. Yeah, they're really cool. Like, I don't know why I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think to
Well,
go back.
you were feeling real independent. That's why. That's why. But
Hey, mommy.
the goal is to stand on your own 2 feet, but at the same time, you're not have any stress on your feet, or your shoulders on your back. As a boss, you're only going to do 15% of the work most of the time, and then you want to reduce that 15% to 12, then to 10, then to 5, and then eventually you don't really want to work on the business at all. But in order to get there, you got to have profitability. And with this order, you're not profiting. So moving on to the pouches.
Yeah, the pouches are, depending upon what increment you order them in, I only purchased 100, so they're 26 cents per pouch at that order quantity.
Okay. So 100 pouches costed you how much?
So it was like 27 something, I think. Well, 26 times 100. And I think they did charge me shipping. I have to pay taxes because I'm exempt from that, but I did pay like whatever in shipping. But the pouches, no, because the shipping does count because that is part of, that's what she put in the pamphlet. So
$26 or.
So $26 plus the shipping. I forget what that was. Like maybe $5, $6, $7 for shipping, I think.
plus shipping. So like you said, $5 per shipping.
Yeah, I think it was like $5 for shipping. Because the battery's not.
So you're at $31 for an order of 100 pouches.
Hello.
So we'll do before shipping. Pouches cost you 26 divided by 100. Pouches cost 26 cents. And after shipping,
I might actually probably post their receipt actually.
pouches cost
See on bags. It was all together. Oh no, I'm sorry. Shipping was $13.86. The total was $26.30 plus shipping $13.86. So a total of $40.16.
Wow.
I just pulled up the receipt.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna start over. Wasn't expecting that.
I didn't even know I paid that much in shipping. I just like noticed that like really right now.
Whew.
I didn't even know that.
Okay, so pouches. How many did you order?
100.
100 order. Okay, costed how much before shipping?
$26.30.
$26.30. With shipping. So shipping was how much?
$13.86.
$13.86. And I know you have the numbers there, but I want to add them together.
Mm-hmm.
Myself plus 26. So I have $40.16.
Correct.
Okay.
I was able to save on the shipping from the labels from Print Runner because I actually drove to their office in LA, but you know, obviously I have to have them shipped. But
How much? What was the
So
how long was the drive?
well, it was in Century City, so it was like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes?
So $5 in gas?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I wanted to get the house, and it was like an excuse for me to go to that side of town, so I was like, oh, let's go pick them up. Because I was excited, so I was like, let me just go pick them up. But I guess more
okay?
do that.
Would that be $5? What, like $2.50 each way, or would that be $5 each way?
Probably 5.
So $10 total transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were cutting into your profits.
Yeah, but I had lunch when I was out there, so I wanted to go.
Okay.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
But it was an intentional pickup because I really wanted to get him in person, and I was excited, and I gave me an excuse to be at that part of town, and I went up over there. But I get what you're saying.
My friend started beeping.
Oh, I got it. It's for the chicken dirty.
Divided by 100.
Yeah, they're done. You have to cool off, so they're kind of hot.
What did you make?
I just made them some vegan chicken strips. I'm like, Aunt, can you make us some chicken? I'm like, what? What's he doing? Nothing.
Get into this bag. That's what we doing.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Figuring out mommy's mistakes.
It's kind.
Oh, who's that?
I take it in the bag.
Yeah, you see your little baby. You're taking a bath. Look at you. You know that's you?
It's a donkey.
That's a donkey. That was you.
So the pouches, the real cost of the pouches are 40 cents per pouch. After shipping. You have that?
Yeah. I'm writing it down. So it's 40 cents including shipping or after shipping.
Okay. And then what we would do is, after we get the true cost of this order, when you go out and you do due diligence and you pay for the you get the pricing for all those herbs that we're missing, and then we go back with the herbs and we break down, okay, how much does each type of herb cost us per ounce? We do that, and we work with the 25-cent per label price, and then we'll actually figure out exactly how much this order is costing you.
Okay.
How many pouches would you be using in this order, by the way?
24.
24 pouches will be used for current order. Okay. So does it you understand why we went like back and forth so many times? Because we didn't really know our true costs.
Yeah.
We weren't detailed enough in our expenses. Investors like detail, especially when it comes to expenses. They want to see everything. You don't ever want to like lump things up. Like, okay, this is my cost, to make this thing, and then this would be my cost to acquire a customer or marketing. No, they want to see, okay, what is this shit costing you? Like, what is each leaf costing you? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they want to know that kind of stuff because it just shows detail and great orientation and great sense of where you are as a business. Because in order to be competitive in business, it's a requirement to be economically competitive. And what that means is having more money and having more cash to last longer than your rivals. There will be ups and downs. That's how the world works. But you truly see how strong you are and how strong your business is and how robust its systems are when you can thrive during recessionary periods and still come out on top. So we want to set you up to like make you, as bulletproof as possible against economic downturns. And meanwhile, while this is making money, whether its profits are up or down during the economic downturn, you'll have your hands in other businesses. So you get that scale.
Yeah.
So call me and let me know when you get the rest of those prices, and then we'll take this further. But right now we are unprepared to go any further because we don't have all the information yet. Okay. Oh.
Hey.
Hey, did you hear what I said last?
No.
Okay, where did I cut off at?
You just said to call me after I've done my due diligence and got the pricing for the herbs and the fruit.
Okay, yeah, because we
We're
don't have
unprepared.
yeah, we're unprepared to go any further at this point.
Yeah.
But we did get, a better sense of where we're at. We had to jump back and forth because it was like you didn't know we didn't know anything about what this order was costing us, and we didn't know anything about what the business is costing us. This is just one order. So after we figure this order out, then we'll be able to realign um, your business goals and the logistics of it to make it an actual, successful, profitable endeavor.
Yes. We
Listen,
will.
all right, let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Bye bye.
Yes, bye. Yeah.
DJ Rockstar.
More money, more bitches, more work, more haters equals more snitches. Yeah, more digits, no, more commas. Me affiliated with trendsetters equals more drama. Weezy Obama, that's my co-signer. You see Osama in my persona, steaming like a sauna. Sick, I need a doctor. Stab you before I drown you. Now you just another red lobster. Where the bitches at? I need a head doctor. Nice thick and red. Bitch, you fucking with a top shot to top dollar. Nigga, young money. We got old money. Don't play dumb money. All black whips, all red flags. Put that red dot on your head. Play head tag. Real niggas listen when I'm preaching to them. Now we all know money talks, cause I'm speaking to them.
DJ Ill Will.
But I ain't speaking to him. I call my guns jumpers, cause my bullets just sleeping to him. All you boys busters, so soft, bet the wind blow 'em. I claim flame, I am just rekindling. My intuition is get paid, but this Glock will knock you back to 5th grade. I school you niggas, but none of yous get A's. Got a bitch you won't stop till every one of us get laid. Lot of you niggas is son of a bitch made, and if your girlfriend utter, I cut her like switchblades. Yeah, we ride like rollerblades. Now gon' give me head till it fall off of your shoulder, babe. I smoke a all day, that's why I'm so away. Mentally mind blown, I gone and blow away. Yeah, y'all niggas is super fake. I put you niggas on mute, then I mutilate. Yeah, I Mac like the computer say. My hoes cooperate, I mean cooperate. I don't know how to say, oh but I gotta say, I just 4-5 away to ain't no one allowed to say that I 4-5 away, then I drive away. Paper chasing, money running like underlay. Better find a way, better not be in our way. I take it farther than Zimbabwe. I make it harder for these wimps. I stay on their necks, no letting up. And I told that can open to make me bust your 7 up. Heaven up, hell down, man down, gal down. And I keep that hammer, do you wanna get nailed down? Better kneel down, cause I am the God, I am the hardest motherfucker to try it before. My diet is y'all, I riot and war, fighting them all, giant or small. I am a dog, I can smile at them bitches and brighten them all. I am a hog, writing them all, I just lay that pipe and I'm off. Call me plumber, and get your good my number. Humber, I am a bumble, be on the humble. Your girlfriend want my pickle and my cucumber. Tell your boyfriend I turn to a vegetable. Break a nigga down to a decimal. I'm telling you, I'm very cool, unless a fool fucking up my revenue. I told that whatever dude, I show that whatever dude. Just bought a Lamborghini Murcielago, and my girl from the Bay say it's hella cool. Where's the helipad? My helicopter land. I shot the man, if I'm not the man. Do I go in or I go in? I'm not your friend, I'm not your kin. I make your brain come out your chin. Been in the game since the beginning. I'm all about winning. I look down, I see them. When I look up, I don't see any. You pull like Winnie. Do I diddy? And I just left, but you boo right with me. And I'm from Never Do Right City. But don't get me wrong, Young Money, I'm gone. Yeah, Young Moolah, baby.